Hey, what's up guys? Lindsay here. Got an Iron Fist. This is, you know what? This is technically the first Iron Fist comic I've ever read. Now, let the record show that in the past I've talked a lot of shit about how Iron Fist is whack. Because the most extended time I've ever seen him in a comic was in the Maximum Carnage, and he was just like, I have the most knowledge, and I am the best fighter here, and I am the smartest, but I can't really help in a real way because I sort of suck. I have the most power. Yes. That kind of just died. You know what, to be honest, a lot of people don't like that comic. Very wordy. But it was the 90s. Get over it. And his primary color in his outfit is yellow. I'm not a fan of yellow. But this tracksuit. Also, I've talked a lot of shit about his slippers. If he's doing some real fighting, those slippers are going to pop off like crazy. But these slippers, this tracksuit, they do something to me. If I saw this on the street, I'd be giving Iron Fist the old up and down. I didn't even flip through this, so I was like, oh, that tracksuit. That's just lovely. That is some legitimate street wear from ya boy. Now, look, I watched the Iron Fist series just like a couple months ago. I never watch anything when it first drops because I'm like super cool. And it got me more interested in the character, for all like the faults of the super whack, martial arts fighting and the obvious stunt doubles. It was good enough for me to be like kind of interested in it. So I saw this tracksuit. I was like, those slippers are staying on. I think maybe we just didn't have the technology to draw slippers really well in the 90s, but we got it now, baby. Because I believe that's staying on his tootsies, no problem. So, okay. Alright, we're getting into this. Danny, his Book of the Iron Fist is stolen, and when your stuff's stolen, you gotta get it back. Even though if this was real life, we'd probably just let whatever was taken. Now look at this comic, if I can get it without the damn glare. This looks super 90s to me, and I mean it in a really good way. Like, it's kind of messy, there's a lot going on, but we got some heavy contrast. It just looks super good. They're fighting over the book. We've got all sorts of bad guys. This is the main baddie. He's telling him to take down the Iron Fist. Don't stop. Do not stop. And this, we got Discount like Darth Vader here, telling him someone knows his stuff, and we're gonna keep beating folks till we get it. That is success. That is the mark of success. This guy, Constrictor, he gets away with it. Sabretooth is here, which, let's go back. I didn't even notice Sabretooth on cover when I bought this. So Sabretooth's in it. Again, I haven't really seen him in a lot of comics. Maybe some Wolverine stuff, but Sabretooth goes after the Constrictor. Iron Fist, this huge drawing of a fist here, has to deal with all of these people. And they're all snake themed. They're all snake themed. Look at it. Coach Whip. I had to look that up. That is a real snake. There's a real snake called a Coach Whip. Not just sounds like some like kinky punishment tool of high school football coaches. Now I gotta say, people that know me, they might be telling you that, oh, Lindsay's afraid of snakes. That is a goddamn lie. I'm not afraid of snakes. There's a picture of like 8-year-old Lindsay at a circus with a python wrapped around her neck, and the head is right there. I specifically said I didn't want the head right there, but it's there. That picture exists somewhere. And I don't fear snakes. I don't like them because they're like spring-loaded sleeves that at the very least are gonna bite you. And at maximum, they're going to have poison in there that will kill you because anti-venom, every store should be stocked with anti-venom. It should just be in there, no matter what, especially living in the desert, just have all of it. And if you get bit by a snake, you better have just like eagle-eyed that thing as it's slithering away, or if it's still attached to your arm, because if you say the wrong type of anti-venom, you're dead. You're the deadest person. So let's take a look at these guys. We've got Puff Adder, Coach Whip, which like you can't even see, so whatever. Asp, which is like The fancy name for a cobra. Viper. King Cobra. Well, shit. I guess they are different. My bad. Maybe it's a regional thing. I know they have Asp in Egypt. So they're fighting. Constrictor is running away at the book. Danny Rand says crap. So, see, like, this is my, it's not even really an issue, it's just lack of understanding with Danny Rand, because in Maximum Carnage, which is technically a Spider-Man book, he was all, oh, yes, yeah. See, I like martial arts movies, but I like the cocky guys. I like, you know, not Jackie Chan. I don't want no trouble. I like him to want the trouble. And that's the way that Iron Fist was written in Maximum Carnage. So Danny being very modern, very up-to-date, saying like, oh crap, and stuff like that. I'm kind of into it. I just don't know if it's true to his character, so, meh. Cho Shin, which I guess is an Iron Man, or an Iron Fist baddie. They find the Constrictor. He's got the Book of the Iron Fist, and he's there with the Rat of 12 Plagues, which, this is like super classic Marvel, because I've been reading a book about the history of Marvel, and Stan Lee said sometimes they just came up with villains just based on who their predator is in the animal kingdom. So Spider-Man and Scorpion, spiders and octopi. No, it doesn't work every time, but I'm into this with the snakes and the rats. And I like that the rat wins. He bites him. Sabretooth, Iron Fist, they beat him down enough where they can go after the Constrictor. Yeah, he's you get a bit like a little nibble from the rat of 12 plagues. You're at least gonna get like a smidgen of plague, like a little bit of plague. It's not gonna be good. It's not good. You can't go to the doctor and be like, I think I got a little bit of the plague. So he's not doing too well. Looks like somebody ran into the rat of 12 plagues. Danny's like, yeah, I've been there. I just want to know where the book is. Like, my whole thing is being able to be the Iron Fist. I can't be the Iron Fist. Like, I can't go back to being Danny Rand. Danny Rand is a nobody. He's nothing. But apparently he's tangled with the rat of 12 plagues and gotten away with it. You meddling Danny Rand. Sabretooth unmasks him. I'm gonna skip a couple pages. You find out that this Constrictor, I'm so sketched out about the fact that there is I might have missed it. No, I don't think she says it yet, but a group of snake-themed villains. Now that's the thing I gotta worry about. They're lurking around in the Marvel Universe. Maybe I'm reading a Spider-Man comic and out of the corner, boom, there's like 18 snake guys. I don't need that kind of worry in my life. Again, not afraid. Just not a fan of snakes. So you find out that this Constrictor is actually the original Constrictor is dead. This is his son. And the logic of the son is a little bit flawed for me, because the son says, basically he wants to show his old man up. He wasn't there for him. He wants to be a better Constrictor than he was. Which I guess makes sense. But here's the thing. I'm just going to say that the original Constrictor, since I've never heard of him, I've read quite a bit, wasn't that hardcore of a villain. So I think to show him up, to show old Pops up, you gotta go two ways with it. Number one, turn into a good guy. Because, like, let's be real, we're not even showing anybody up. We're showing up a corpse in a coffin. 6 feet under, possibly. But this is Marvel. He could show back up at any time. So whatever, but kind of, showing up a ghost if you want to be real. So either become a good guy, sully the name of the Constrictor that way, or just go even worse. Like, just start raping people. Just start actively raping everyone. So then it'll be like, well, that old Constrictor? Fuck that guy. This guy is getting body count. Whatever. Sabretooth doesn't believe him, but then he does. He takes the kid he wants to take the kid to the hospital. Look at this. This is what plague looks like. It looks like somebody put Sharpie on their fingers and like just touched it a little bit. So, I guess these guys got back up or something. So, Sabretooth is taking the kid to the hospital because, you know what? Nobody deserves 12 plagues at the same time. Iron Fist goes back to all the snake guys. He wants to know where Cho Shin is hiding with the book. Then we get a look at Cho Shin. He's got the book. He's got, like, look at this. Look at this. He's got something wrapped. And he's got his group of guys. This is the moment we have been working so hard to reach. This guy is so... He's so, like, sketchy, finicky looking. Because we don't know what's in here yet, you guys. We don't know what is in there. This guy's like, oh, man, I know what is in there. Or he's just like, hey, something that is wrapped like that in mummy tapestry? This is not going to be good. It might be good for us, like, for real, since we're bad guys, I guess. But, just because he's a bad guy doesn't mean he can't find things gross. Like snakes. Okay. This guy wants the moment when Kunlun's true sons return to rescue her from the corruption, the cancer that has befallen her. Everything's about Kunlun with Iron Fist. All about Kunlun, all of the time. It is time for us to reclaim what is rightfully ours. For Kunlun! Now, why are you chanting when you're kind of hiding? You got the Book of the Iron Fist. You got whatever's in here. You know he's coming. He's still technically the Iron Fist, so he can do some damage. He could punch, like, one row and, like, 20 guys are going to go back. So maybe don't be chanting when you're trying to hide. And then what's in there? What could possibly... Oh my god! It is. It's a pumpkin head or a werewolf hand. This hand once belonged to Zhang Di, the shortest lived of all Iron Fists. Although he won the title legitimately, he did nothing to bring pride. So the worst Iron Fist hand? You got the worst hand? Okay. Only after 2 weeks? I don't even think they would put that in history books. You're just the Iron Fist for 2 weeks, they'd be like, you know, let's just kind of forget about Zhang Di. He didn't really, you know, do much. And though his time was short and with little honor, yeah, I'll say, his ancestors should take comfort that 600 years after his death, he will finally do his part to save Kunlun. Damn! That should be a skeleton hand. This should, 600 years, even if it's a werewolf or a pumpkin head hand, that should be full-on skeleton bones. I like this little detail where stuff is going on. It says yes, touching the hand of the book. We see Sabretooth is at the hospital. Got a couple code reds, so that's not going to be good. Get to here. He's back to battling the... What do they call it? Serpent Society. There it is. Look at this guy's mask. He looks like Yoshi. A Yoshi Barney. Now I saw this, I was like, what is he? Bludgeon dipped in poison. I'm going to get to that. Alright, he's like, alright, Coach Whip. By being the last one conscious, you win the big prize. You get to tell me where the phony constrictor wannabe hid my book. Man, I don't know, for real. For reals. I don't know. Get off my ass. If I knew, I'd tell you. Just get back at that freaking greedy little twerp. Now, I looked it up. Because I'm not afraid of snakes. I'm not afraid. I looked up Coach Whips. They're not blind. They don't have any vision problems. I think it even said that they're pretty good. They definitely have 2 eyes. I definitely saw that. That's a fact. Coach Whips have 2 eyes. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say most snakes have 2 eyes. Come at me. Come at me, snakes. Nope. 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 So, the fact that she has this, like, what is it, like, Star Trek visor, that's not going to help your fighting any. So, she's not much of a help because that constrictor was kind of doing his own thing trying to get it, you know, trying to make Papa disgruntled. Ghost Dad. Sabretooth shows up. He's got a scent. Cho Shin's got the portal open to Kunlun. You want to rid it of its corruption and greed. Return to its past glory. Well, they're all hyped now. They're hype about it. Skip this page where Danny's feeling that his power, his chi is starting to drain a little bit. They're running. It's pretty well drawn. They see them going through the portal. Sabretooth's like, no, we're too late. Stop him for Kunlun. As far as I know, Danny's whole deal is Kunlun. Yep, Kunlun, I'm the one fighting for Kunlun. Hawks approach upward foot strike. So what these things have been... Yeah, we got a couple more of this. This red letters is Danny yelling his... No. Danny internally thinking what his moves are. Which... I can, you know, and I can relate to that. I can relate to that a little bit because I am trained in Muay Thai. And I yell. I'll be like, elbow strike to the sternum dipped in cheese. So, but it's like, which elbow? So it's okay. It's okay to yell what you're going to do because you know what? Muay Thai has 8 points of contact. 2 fists, 2 elbows, 2 knees, 2 feet. So if I say foot, they're not gonna know, because I'll switch up my stance. I'll switch it up. Boop, boop, boop. They don't know which foot's coming. They know a foot's coming. But, yeah, I said dipped in cheese because one day he's like, bludgeon, dipped in poison. You just punched a guy. So let's just calm down a little bit, Danny. He's the one fighting for Kunlun. Hawks approach up. That is a laborious name for a like a side jump kick. Hawks approach. Okay. Upward foot strike. Are Hawks known for kicking? Shit, did I just blow this whole thing wide open? I don't think Hawks are known for kicking. Whatever. A lot of animal stuff. A lot of animal things going on here. I'm into it. He's like, you guys are the bad guys. What are you even doing? Sabretooth, if you'd stop running your mouth for half a second. He's not really running it. He's just like, I am the Kunlun dude, and you guys are trying to be the Kunlun guys, and it doesn't make sense. Portal's closing. We get this super cool panel here. Page, I mean. Where Danny and Sabretooth are rushing through the portal, and we get this, like, progression. They're going, just like a lot of movement to that. They arrive, then of course the fighting doesn't stop. Darkness inducing, side strike. That looks pretty bright for a darkness inducing. I guess you're just saying that you're knocking him out, but it's not really a side, it's a back. Okay, yeah. Then we're at Kunlun. This beautiful place, got this old-timey bridge, all these guys are going up, halt, and then Shoshin says, you have nothing to fear, which, you know what, I've seen a lot of movies. If somebody says to you, you got nothing to fear, or don't be afraid, you need to do the opposite of what they say, because they're doing some bad shit. But he's here to save them. It doesn't look like they need saving. These guys look like, you know, they could probably save themselves, but there he is. Iron Fist and Sabretooth are right on their tails. I'm into it. This is probably not the best Iron Fist story that's ever existed. I really want to check out the Immortal Iron Fist story from a couple years ago, but I'm into it. I'm into the Serpent Society. I'm not afraid of them at all, so don't even say if someone says the opposite, they're a goddamn liar. I'm into Sabretooth helping him and having a little bit of compassion for someone. And I want to know what's going on in Kunlun, so I'll probably have to check out that next issue, son. Knee fist to the power button on the camera from space. Nailed it.